The art of Looksmaxxing. Over the past little bit, Looksmaxxing has seemingly exploded in popularity on the internet out of nowhere. It's seen most commonly on TikTok, you know, usually by kids who don't even know how to tie their shoes yet. Looksmaxxing consists of many different techniques in order to up the way that you look. Some of these simple things can be like going to the gym, you know, elevate your dress shirts, which, like, bro, who on earth is going to like Burger King and wearing a dress shirt? But hey man, you do you. Don't get me wrong though, I too enjoy the art of fashion. In fact, here are some of my outfits. I look like a homeless vampire. But then you also have other techniques, such as mewing. Some people have claimed that mewing can indeed reshape your face for a more defined and chiseled jawline, and can even help with breathing or orthodontic issues. Now, before we look any further into some of these Looksmaxxing techniques, I think we first need to figure out exactly what is Looksmaxxing. So for our first segment, let's look into it. What Looksmaxxing is pretty much is a bunch of men or women who perform different techniques on themselves to make themselves more desirable. But you know, although women do it, for this video specifically, we're going to be focusing on men, the incels of Looksmaxxing. Us, the professional gooners, the actual Looksmaxxers. We are the real kings of Looksmaxxing. It is because of us that, believe it or not, Looksmaxxing has actually been a trend on the internet for a very long time, like since around the 2010s. Originally from a website by the name of lookism.net, which I went to go look for online because why not? And I then found out that it is on sale for $50,000 US. 50,000 bones to own the original lookism.net, the site of the origination of the Sigma male. I think that is the best deal ever. But it's only recently, due to TikTok and Instagram, that it's really suddenly had another resurgence and blown up into popularity, plaguing the younger generation's mind. And yeah, it's pretty much just insecure guys who blame the fact that they aren't attractive enough. They blame it on other people, so they gotta find a way to cope with it, and thus Looksmaxxing was born. And this is where we are introduced to mogging. And what mogging is trying to make yourself more attractive than other people. The ones who are usually participating in Looksmaxxing, you know, they can be normal people, like who are just following a simple skin routine, something of the sorts, and I guess that could be considered Looksmaxxing, which is like, I didn't know that washing my face and taking care of my skin is considered Looksmaxxing, but some people do consider it to be a part of the greater Looksmaxxing vision. But mainly the ones who are participating are, you know them, you love them, the Sigma males. These are the types of guys that are constantly watching clips. You know, they're always telling everybody that you have to be better, or that they just think they're so much better than you just because they watch videos that are like, "While you were out partying, I was too busy getting rich. But also, I'm too good to flip burgers at a stupid McDonald's, so thus I am the Sigma." Shut up. They're the same guys that are watching American Psycho and thinking, Patrick Bateman, I want to be just like him. No, you don't want to be like Patrick Bateman. That is the last person you should ever want to be like. But that is pretty much what Looksmaxxing is. Just finding any means necessary to make yourself more desirable. Something I do like about Looksmaxxing is it isn't really taken very seriously. There's a lot of people joking about it online, and that makes me happy. I think that it shows that people really do understand how ridiculous this can be. But enough about me yapping. I think now it's time to answer some questions. So, what are some of the different Looksmaxxing techniques? And the first one we're going to be looking at is one of the ones you've probably heard of before, mewing. And you may be thinking to yourself, what is mewing? Well, mewing is a face reconstruction technique that involves keeping your tongue on the roof of your mouth to change your jawline shape. Mewing, I haven't tried before, but I found out about it in the weirdest way possible. I actually knew about it before it blew up in popularity. Now, back when I was a wee lad, I didn't have the best sense of style. Like, I was the dude that would be wearing a neon Under Armour shirt and, like, swimming shorts to school. Bro, I was a weirdo. So in order to fix this, I look online on how to improve your style. And it is there I find a post of someone saying, it's not your style that matters. It's your jawline and your facial structure. But lo and behold, the subreddit that I found my answer was in the most unexpected place. r/looksmaxxing. And I did a little bit of digging throughout this subreddit, and it was exactly what I expected. People whining about why they aren't attractive enough or why people don't like them, blaming it on the better looking people in society, and doing anything they possibly can to look better. And I remember thinking, I don't think that's the reason people don't like you. Maybe just because you're an insufferable asshole. That could be why. Because all you do is whine. But yeah, that is my experience with mewing. People also chew gum, and that can be considered mewing. I remember seeing something that there's like a gum that people chew that's made out of like tree sap, but it runs you like $30 for a pack of like 10 pieces, so nah, I'm cool off that. Fashion is another thing that is extremely important in the Looksmaxxing community. They always preach the fact that you really need to start dressing nicely, and you can't just go outside in sweatpants anymore. You have to be wearing a dress shirt. You have to always look like you're about to get knighted by Queen Elizabeth. Oh, sorry, Brit. You need to learn the art of mastering dress shirt colors, and you have to acquire your own palette. But I think fashion is to each their own. Although there are some wild fits out there, it's whatever you like the most. Next up on the list, we got pause. So is typically, for example, a haircut. You need to find a good haircut that suits you the best. And I'm not talking about, getting a lightning strike shaved into the side of your head. No, you look goofy with that. The kids in school who had that were always the most annoying. You gotta get a good haircut. Something else that is also important is knowing how to shower. I do not believe that I actually have to say this, but yes, showering, I guess, is considered looksmaxxing. It shouldn't be. This is just basic human knowledge. According to this website, there are 7 milestones in elevating your looksmaxxing journey. Number 1, dress with purpose. Number 2, the power of posture and presence. Like, bro, I know that some people are just reading this and feeling like, yeah, I'm gonna show the world. I'm gonna be the best there ever was. Like, you are not him. I do think that looksmaxxing can be a little bit of a good thing. It can boost people's confidence and boost them to be better. And I'm not at all doubting the fact that there are people out there like that. But there is also an overwhelming majority of people who are just absolutely toxic about this entire thing, who take it so seriously, and they do think that they are truly better than everybody else just because they are a pro-mogger. That sounds horrible, and I never want to say that sentence aloud ever again. Looksmaxxing is weird, dreams are weird, and if you want to see a video about dreams, watch this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and to all of my lovely subscribers,